Once upon a time, in the sunny village of Sun, there lived 3 brothers named Rohan, Kiran, and Ayan. They were young, full of dreams, and worked for a rich merchant named Harish. One day, he called them and said, "I am giving each of you a piece of land and some gold. Use your time and these gifts well, and make the most of what you are given. How you use it will decide your future." Rohan, the oldest brother, just laughed. Life is short, he thought. Gold is for enjoying. Why should I save what I can spend right now? So, he spent his coins on extravagant parties, music, and the finest clothes, believing that pleasure was the most important part of life. Kiran, the middle brother, frowned and clutched his bag of gold tightly. "I can't risk losing this," he told himself. "I'll just wait and keep it safe. It's much better to be careful than to regret a loss later." He decided to work just enough to get by, never trying to grow his wealth or invest in his land. But Ayan, the youngest, knelt under a tree and whispered a quiet prayer. "Please, help me use this gift wisely. Every day and every coin has a purpose. Guide me so that my work helps many people, not just myself." He planned everything carefully, spending some of his gold on tools, seeds, and small projects. He also made sure to help the poor and share what little he could. Days turned into months, and the months turned into years. Rohan's land looked promising at first, but soon his constant pursuit of pleasure led him to waste his wealth. He threw lavish parties, raced horses, and bought all sorts of luxuries, completely ignoring his crops and the health of his soil. Meanwhile, Kiran's land remained empty, overgrown with weeds. His fear of failure had paralyzed him, stopping him from taking any action at all. He barely worked, and his land produced nothing. Ayan, however, worked from sunrise to sunset. He studied the land, helped his workers, and kept a small notebook where he recorded every seed planted and every coin spent. Every single morning, he would thank God for his blessings and share a portion of his earnings with those in need. Slowly but surely, his fields turned lush and green, his animals multiplied, and his home became a place of abundance. Yet, through it all, he remained humble and kind. One evening, the 3 brothers met near the river that flowed between their properties. Rohan boasted loudly, "Look at my wealth. I spent my gold on pleasure, and I enjoyed every single moment. What's the point of having gold if you don't spend it?" Kiran just shook his head. "I kept my gold safe. I didn't risk it, but my land is still empty. At least I didn't lose what I was given." Ayan looked at them both calmly and said, "Rohan, your gold brought you happiness for a short time, but it's a happiness that won't last. And Kiran, your fear kept your gold safe, but it also kept it from growing. I worked steadily every day and used what we were given to help as many people as I could. That, to me, is true wealth." Rohan laughed, annoyed. "You're just too careful, Ayan. Life is short." Ayan smiled gently. "Yes, life is short, but that doesn't mean it should be useless. Time and gold must be used wisely. What is wasted can never be brought back, and what is never used can never help anyone." Years passed, as Ayan predicted. Rohan lost most of his land and gold because of his carelessness. Kiran remained poor, trapped by his own fear and with nothing to show for his caution. But Ayan's fields thrived, his herds grew, and he became known throughout the village for his fairness and his generous heart. He continued to pray every morning, thanking God for his blessings and always helping the poor. Finally, the day came when the merchant Harish returned. He walked through the village, stopping at each brother's land to see what they had accomplished. When he saw Ayan's flourishing estate, he nodded with approval. "You have understood," he said. "You used your time and your gifts well, and they have multiplied. You worked not only for yourself, but for others. That is true wisdom." Then he looked at Rohan and Kiran with a sense of sadness. "Rohan, you chased fleeting pleasure and lost what could have been a great future. And Kiran, you let fear paralyze you, and so you gained nothing." The story of the 3 brothers became a lesson for everyone in the village that at wartime, our talents and our resources are precious gifts, and the greatest reward comes not from hoarding them or wasting them, but from using them wisely to create a better world for ourselves and for others. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires. See you in the next video.